Hey, what's up guys, Technicals here. Just kind of a short nothing burger video regarding the CPU mining stands. On the video on Friday I mentioned like, oh yeah, I sell these stands on my Etsy. A lot of people had questions about them because originally I had these stands and people were commenting on it, like where I got it. And the STL file is still in the description there. This is just like a download that I remixed off of Thingiverse. I fused the top plate so it would be like super, more sturdier. But it kind of inspired me to go and design from the ground up my own stand. Now, obviously it's inspired heavily by this stand, but I did design it from the ground up because I don't want any confusion as to whether or not it was original or I'm trying to rip it off or anything like that. So I was careful about that, but admittedly, designed heavily off of this, like the measurements between the stands for the ATX form factor. Of course, I measured that. The thicknesses, much of the thicknesses are the same. The distances between the holes for the PSU mounts, just measured off of that because it's going to be the same regardless of how I do it. So I just designed it very simply in Tinkercad. I'm not an expert on it, just kind of working my way through it. But this stand, while great, admittedly, had a lot of issues that I kind of didn't like. I had to glue a lot of this. The original change up that I did was fuse this top plate because most people's printers aren't big enough to print this in one big go. Mine is. So I fused that together, but then like having to glue it together just kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. So if you want to buy one of these, it's on my Etsy. They're overpriced. They're 30 bucks, but that's kind of just what's worth my time to do because I'm a busy, important, big businessman, and it's not worth my time for anything less than $1,000. Anyway, if you want to buy one, you can. Supports the channel and helps me finance more builds and stuff. And it does come with a customizable plate in a limited choice of colors. So if you want something printed on there, I do that too. It's easy enough for me. Additionally, it all snaps together. So it comes in like a kit, and I designed snaps to go in. So you don't have to screw anything in. I know a lot of other CPU mining stands, like Chump Chain sells one, it's a great stand, cheaper, go buy his. But I think you have to screw it in. I've seen some other stands. The dual CPU mining stand comes with like the receiver mounts that you have to push in, and that's what you screw into. Sure, I'm sure it's more secure, but that's just more parts that could fail. Screws, you're screwing into plastic, and if it gets moved around too much, plastic is gonna kind of wear out over time. So I wanted something that was really simple, so I put snaps in here. So these move back and forth, and there's a hole there, and hole go in thing snaps all together. There's also a full bottom plate that connects it all together so it stays more rigid. And additionally, the faceplate, here's what an assembled stand looks like. The faceplate, I just put holes in here so it kind of locks in. It floats, but it locks in. So the whole thing, it snaps together. There's no screws or anything like that. And it's pretty sturdy. It's pretty thick. So, if you need to modify it for a micro ATX board, you just snip the tip off of here. The motherboard does float. It does not screw down, but the motherboard's not going to go anywhere unless you start doing that. Why would you do this? Yeah, it'll fall off if you do this, but don't do this. Ew, it's not screwed down. Why are you doing this? Why does it need to be screwed down? Anyway, yeah, if you're into the sport and the channel and you need one of these, or if you just want something that has like a customizable faceplate here, links in the description below. Additionally, if you're another crypto mining tuber and you want one of these so I can advertise for free on your channel, hit me up. I'm glad to send one or a few to you for free. Unless you're Rabid Mining, I am not sending you 1,000 different stands for all your CPU. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it, Rabid. You can pay for it like everybody else, Mr. Moneybags, Canadian Moneybags. Anyway, that's the deal with these stands. If you want more information, link in the description below over to my Etsy. This is not a promo post. I fully and completely suggest that you seek alternatives elsewhere that are much cheaper. This is more of a, you just want to support me, support the channel, and want a stand that's somewhat cool and made by me. I'll sign it if you want, because that signature is going to be worth a lot in probably about 100, well, I don't know. Anyway, link in the description below. I'm the Technicals. See you next time.